Hello everyone, welcome back to my channel. My name is Monica and this is the Big Kid Monica YouTube channel. So today I'm going to be doing a makeup tutorial. So basically in the last few months I've gotten a few new makeup products. I got the NYX pink eyeliner and I also got a Dear Dahlia glitter eyeshadow. So I wanted to do a makeup video and just try these products out and see how I can create a pink look. So this video is just going to be completely me creating a pink eye makeup look on the fly and just seeing how these products go and what they all are like together. Pink is my favorite color, as you all know, and one of my favorite colors to use for doing eye makeup as well, and I have lots of pink eyeshadow, so I think this will be the perfect way to try these products out. So before we get started, please make sure that you are subscribed to the channel. If you're not, do it now. And please like the video, leave a comment. I reply to every single comment. I love engaging with everyone and I love hearing what people have to say. So please leave a comment, please like the video, subscribe, and we'll get on to the video. So the first thing that I'm going to do is I'm going to prime my eyelids. So for the last year, I've actually been using the MAC Prep and Prime 24-Hour Extend Eye Base. And this is just an eyeshadow primer. I find it works quite well. It doesn't crease. It holds the eyeshadow consistently through a whole day. I usually put it on if I'm going to work when I'm working 8 hours, or if I'm going out for like a full evening where I want my eyeshadow look to last the whole night. If I'm just doing a fun makeup for around the house or, you know, something little, I don't usually use it, but especially something that's so heavily pigmented, I want to create the best base as possible. So I'll be using that. I'm also using this Trixie Cosmetics Pink Mirror. It's my favorite one. Tried and true. It's just a good time. I have all her mirrors, but I love just the OG. So I'll be using this to help me put on my eyeshadow. So what I do for eyeshadow primer, some people use a brush. I find that just using my fingers the best, because the natural oils that are in your finger, they actually do help blend out things quite well, especially a product like this, which is pretty much, oh, it doesn't have the ingredients on here, but something that's like a wax base does work well with a little bit of heat, which is what is on our fingers. So I just use a really tiny amount, like actually that much for each eyelid, and that's enough to cover the whole eyelid, and I extend it up into the brow like that. Also, please excuse my horrendous appearance. I have been in a suit all day, so I've been very sweaty and gross, but I thought the best way to feel better about yourself is to put on some pretty makeup. So as you can see, this goes on translucent as well, but it's sort of like a putty consistency, so you can feel that it's sitting on there. I'm due to get a new one of these because it's about 12 months old. It's lasted very well, but it's good to replace these things, especially products around your eye. It's good to replace them every year, just so that you're doing the most healthy and responsible thing that you can be. So my eyelids are both primed. So the first thing that I'm going to do is I'm going to create an outline of my eyeshadow, how I want it, using the NYX High Vis eyeliner. Oh no, it's not NYX, it's Barry M. I was going to get the NYX one, but I settled on the Barry M. Yeah, it's called High Vis eyeliner in the color Riot, and it's this bright pink here. And when you take off the lid, it's just like an eyeliner pen or pencil. So it does actually need a bit of sharpening. So I'll quickly do that and I'll be back. So I'm back, the pencil is sharpened. What I'm going to do as well, I've got this fan from Kimchi and Trixie's collaboration. So I'm just going to help to dry my eyelids so that eye primer is sitting well. So handy, especially it's so hot in Perth at the moment, so just a little bit of airflow is all we need. So I just freehand draw. Usually I learnt that if you put the line like 1 centimeter above where your eye crease is, that's the best place to draw out a wing. So for me that's about there. I'm going to close my eyes and then draw out. So I like this pencil. I have used this one before because it does work well just on its own. I've worn it on its own to work before and it lasted all day. I didn't put on a primer or anything, so it did kind of smudge, but it's very soft and smooth to go on. Some pencils I find they sort of drag, they're really dry, and I've feel like that's not the best thing to be doing to the sensitive eye skin. So something like this that's a little bit softer, it actually goes on and it feels really nice as well. And so what I do as well is I extend that wing down into the lash line like that. So I'll do that on this side too. So then they are not really even, this one can go out a little bit more. And then from here what I'm going to do is extend it up and over and create like an extra crease. So I go a tiny bit above where my natural crease is. It doesn't have to be perfect because I will be blending this out using other colours, but it serves just as a guide. It helps to deepen any colours that I might be using. If you are a fan of graphic liner, you can just wear it on its own like this. It's very popular at the moment. There's lots of coloured eyeliners. Like I really recently picked up some from Morphe just the other day actually, and like a teal colour and a gold, because it's popular to wear them at the moment. They're very uneven. Look how like bad this eye is pretty perfect. This one is a little bit higher, a little bit more messy, but once I blend it out it should be fine. Also I feel like my eyes are different shapes. So I've done that rough outline, and then what I'm going to be doing is using a lot of this Jeffree Star Pink Religion palette because it's all pinks and it's got some really nice colours, so I'll be using this one. So what I'm going to do, I'm going to use a fluffy brush here. This one is by Barbie. I bought it when I was in London from Primark. It's really soft and it's fluffy, so this helps for the colours to go on into the crease and also to blend. So this will be putting on my crease colour and then blending it in with my other ones. So for the crease, I think I'm going to tap into this one here called Prom Night. Sort of quite a vibrant, almost fluorescent pink. And I'm going to blend that into where I drew on the eye crease like that. I'm going to go over the top, and this is just helping to give it some dimension. So it's a slightly lighter colour than the eyeliner. So this helps to give the crease dimension and give the appearance of me having a lot more room in my eye crease than I actually do. So I just sweep it back and forward like that. And then I'm going to do the same on the other eye. Then from here, I'm going to use this little brush here. This is from the Jeffree Star Morphe collection from a couple years ago. It's a JS13 brush. As you can see, the paint has come off quite a bit and it's cracked, but I love the fine little head that's on there. It really lets you get imprecise, and it's great for the crease and for if you want to do some definition work. So I'm going to use this colour Diva. It's very similar to the colour that the NYX eyeliner was. So this will just help me to actually get this a bit more precise and to smudge it out a little bit, and then that way I can even out both sides a bit. So as you can see by smudging it, it's just blended it into that other crease colour. I'm just extending down a little bit here. So it doesn't make it messier, but it makes it a little bit more blended. It's probably the right word. Because sometimes you don't want your eyes, you can do like a really geometrical shaped eye, or you can do something that's really blended and use lots of colours. That's usually the way that I go, because as you can see, I'm not very good at getting my shapes symmetrical. The two eyes look quite significantly different right now, but I'm trying to blend it and work it. The good thing as well about that eyeliner pencil that I used, it was wax based, so I can smudge it and I can change it and move it around a bit, and it's not so dry that it's hurting my eye skin. As you can see, that's a lot more even now, a lot more blended. So I just tapped in a little bit more to that colour. Apologies if you can hear my sprinklers, they've just turned on. Sounds like someone's watering, but it's just my backyard. Let's extend it down like that. The next thing that I'm going to do is I'm going to use this brush here. This one is an e.l.f. brush. So this is the e.l.f. and it's just called the eyeshadow brush, and it's literally like a thick bristle flat brush which helps to really pack on the colours. So what I like about these, you can get a lot of eyeshadow brushes that are quite thin, you know, they're not too many, they're just like one layer of hairs across, which I find doesn't pack the colour on as much. But if I want something that's going to really get the colour on there, something thicker like this works better, as all the hairs grip onto the colour, and when you're tapping into the base colour, you're getting more on that brush, so it goes on a lot better. So I'm going to use the colour Beauty Killer. I don't think I've used this one before. It's quite a dark pink, almost burgundy, and I'm going to just pat this into the outer corner. So where I drew my eyeliner, I don't want to extend any further out than that. For me, that's pretty much where I want to go. Sometimes I use just eyeshadow on its own to do that and to create that, and I'll use a piece of cardboard or something like that and I'll smoke it outwards. But I find if you draw the outline, it makes everything a little bit neater on the outer corner. So all these colours are quite similar, but have their differences as well. So you can see they are going on quite differently, but they're blending together well, like they're all from the same colour story, if that makes sense. I'm just going to probably nearly halfway across the eyelid. And I'll do that on the other side as well. I don't, you know, sometimes I like a garage door eye, but I really love blending lots of different colours together and creating sort of ombre look. Sometimes if I want something quick for work or if I have somewhere to go, I'll just use one colour across the whole eye. But for now, we're going to spice it up, mix it up. So I feel like this eye is a little bit lighter, so I'm just going to pack a little bit more on. And then on the rest of the lid, I'll use a lighter transition colour. So I'll probably use something like this one here. This is called Sugar Saver or Sugar Saviour. Sugar Saviour. Why am I saying that wrong? Saviour. Oh my goodness, English fails me today. And then this is just a light pink matte shade that I'm going to sweep over the lid and then blend it into that outer corner. Because I usually will use a shimmer shade, but because we're using the eye glitter, just using this matte colour is giving it a base to go onto. And I'm really interested to use this glitter to see what it's like. I've never used this brand before, but I've seen it online on the Sephora website. And then I was in the Sephora store the other day and I saw it, they finally got it in store, so I thought, why not? Let's give it a try and see what the hype is all about, because the pictures look absolutely beautiful. It's very similar sort of vibe to the Stila eye glitters, which I love them. They look amazing and so glamorous and create so many looks with them. But these have a different sort of colour story. You know, the one that I got is pink, and then there's one that's like a thicker glitter that I was looking at as well. So if I really like how this glitter goes on, I might buy something like that. So I'm actually going to go now back in with that tiny little brush. I'll just dust it off on my hand, and then I'm going to go into this colour here called Princess Crown, and it's a duochrome sort of silvery but pink shade, and I'm just going to put that into the inner corner, and that just helps to brighten that up and create a little bit of interest. Because if you put it on your inner corner, it really sparkles and catches the light, gives a bit of dimension. And what I like is that it does have that pink colour with it as well, so it still marries in with the others. And then I'm just bringing it up like that to connect to the eyeshadow. And then I might go back into Diva and then put that below my lower eyelid, just so the whole lid, like the whole eye is involved. And I go about halfway like that, so it's not too harsh on the lower line. You know, it's just that little pop of colour that really adds to it. So it's time to try out the eye glitter. So the box looks like this. It's called Dear Dahlia. It's the brand, and I love the box. It's like this marble with rose gold on the outside, and then the packaging looks like this. How cute is that? How stunning. You can see how sparkly and beautiful that looks. And this color is called Muse. So when you get it out, the applicator is very similar to the Stiller. So I'm just gonna mix it around, and then I'm gonna put it onto my finger directly and then pat it onto my eye. I'm gonna pat it right in the center here, and then make, oh, it's so pretty, and then make my way to the inner corner. That has gone on absolutely beautifully. It catches the light so stunningly, and it's a very thin cut glitter, so it's not so chunky that it's not workable. Like, to me, oh, look at that. It feels like using an eyeshadow almost, like it's that soft. That is so beautiful. So beautiful. And so easy to apply as well. I have to say, it is taking off the color a little bit, so I'm just going to put an extra bit on the first eye because I didn't know how much would be needed, but just like one sweep on my finger. Look at that. And it feels really nice on my eye as well. Whereas some glitters feel heavy and awkward, but this feels really good. Look at the sparkle. Look at that. I am fully obsessed. I'm gonna have to go and get some of the other ones now. So that was a hit. We love that, and I'm just gonna wipe my finger off on my hand. The good thing about that, if I have excess product, especially glitters, I usually rub them on my hands like this, so that when I go out, it sort of gives my hands a bit of a sparkle as well. And then to wrap it all up, I have got this little sample of this NARS Climax mascara. And it's got a really thick brush, so it puts mascara on really nice and liberally. It's really nice and black, so it volumizes and it lengthens, which is what we want on an eye look like this. So there we have it. That's the final product, and I'm absolutely obsessed with it. Big shout out to the Dear Dahlia eye glitters. They just brought the whole makeup look to another dimension. Definitely will be using these again. We'll get my hands on some more colors because I'm obsessed. Also, it will be nice to see how long it wears. I'm gonna keep this makeup on and film some other videos, so it will be interesting to see how it holds up, because sometimes glitters like clump together and looks a bit funny, so we'll see. But thank you so much for watching. I hope you enjoyed seeing this makeup look. It was so fun to create. I just love sitting down and doing my makeup on the fly and seeing what I can come up with. It's not perfect, but it was really fun. So thank you so much for watching. If you haven't already, please subscribe to my channel. I would love to have you in the Big Kid Monica YouTube family. We just hit my goal of 1,000 subscribers. So the next one now is on to 5K. So we're well on our way now, and I'm having the best time. I'm so thankful to all of you, and I love all of your support and reading your comments and sharing this crazy little life of mine with yours. So please like, please comment, subscribe, and I'll see you in the next video very soon. Bye!